Hello Aries, this prediction's for Thursday, October 10th, 2024, and be careful today with the small expenses that have been accumulating in your account. You might be surprised when you see the final results. Look for ways to minimize the daily purchases you make to generate savings that can help you quickly satisfy your desire to do things, whether it's moving, expanding your art, or starting a business. Now is not a good time to make a large expenditure, such as moving to a new home or buying a new vehicle unless it is necessary. Wait a bit, and you can do it in a much more comfortable way in less time. Your intellectual side will be very stimulated, and it would be good to start studying something you have wanted for a long time. You will feel a lot of enthusiasm for incorporating new knowledge into your brain that you can apply in your job and daily life. You will be attracted to the enthusiasm of some people engaged in various activities. And you can take the opportunity to start new friendships with interesting people for you. Don't shut yourself off at the first attitude you don't entirely like. Sometimes, it can be a bit complicated to communicate with some people due to their reserved attitudes toward strangers. Value the effort others make to make a good impression on you. You may approach music in a therapeutic way. Percussion instruments will provide the channeling you have been needing. Have you ever tried putting on headphones and listening to classical music? Lie down for a while and enjoy that moment. Now let's get into the specifics of love, health, work, and your compatibilities for today. Regarding health, your health has been quite good, but it's important to stop excessive fat intake, especially from heavy meals at night. This interferes with the way you need to rest, and your digestion doesn't function properly. So it's normal to feel somewhat tired in the mornings, despite having slept without interruptions. Try to eat more natural foods, and you will see how your body begins to change quickly. In the workplace, something good is approaching your job, and it's very possible that you will become fully involved in it, whether through new requirements, good actions, or things you want to do simply because you want to evolve. You will need to make a small decision about whether you can handle a business matter, either from home or moving around, depending on where you live and where the matter is located. However, if it is required, this could take you a bit away from your family or the things you wanted to do due to scheduling that may occupy a bit more of your time, but it could have a purely positive outcome for your career. Don't take it lightly if your boss proposes something different, and it's within your capabilities. Raise all your doubts when the time comes and do it because it's a great opportunity, and sometimes it can be as subtle as a boss asking you for a favor, and you agreeing, as long as it's within work and makes sense. For those of you looking for work, you have conveyed the security and confidence that the company or business you applied to needs. Now you just have to wait for them to contact you. It may take longer than you think, so it's best not to despair and keep looking elsewhere. Just because you submit an application doesn't mean you should sit back and wait. The intention is good, but action is much more important. In the financial aspect, if you are about to take a risk on a business you are not entirely sure about, and you think it would be best to seek advice, do it. It's that simple. You can consult what you need with someone you trust completely, or even turn to a professional to get a broader and more accurate perspective on what you want to do. Remember, your finances are not a game of chance. There are moves that need to be planned and studied in advance. Regarding love, your relationship should not be based solely on passion. It's very important that you also support your partner in the projects that are important in their life, just as you should be supported in what you want to pursue professionally. Having this kind of support will strengthen your trust even more, and you can get to know each other in ways you haven't fully considered. At the same time, if you feel that some aspects of the relationship need some change, you should not wait for it to happen on its own. It's best to communicate this to your partner in the best way possible so you can reach agreements and consider it the same way you see it. Love, although it may sound a bit cold, is a bit like a perpetual and constant negotiation, so you need to negotiate matters of the heart, of course. And if you are single, don't be ashamed of the past. We all have a past and some chapters that no one should know about. You should be proud of everything you have gone through. Do you know why? Because even in the worst moments or in those memories where you put your hands on your head and think, oh my, what did I do back then? Even that has made you the excellent person you are now. That's what has shaped you into who you are, and you have learned a lot thanks to your history. You are a person with whom no one who enjoys listening to good anecdotes could get bored, so talk to people, even if it's online or in writing. Let yourself be known, be surprised by the impression you leave on others, you will be surprised. Regarding your energy, it is medium and grows a little by mid-afternoon. It is true that you may experience a bit of nostalgia in the morning hours, so try to cheer yourself up with music you like. Don't fall into negative thoughts that only increase your discomfort. The positive situation you need to boost today is that someone might seek a way to get closer to you to extend an invitation that will be to your total liking. Also, be careful with some matters, try not to make hasty decisions, especially when you don't see things clearly. Take a moment to organize your ideas, reflect, and think wisely. The negative situation you should also be careful about is the quick reviews you make of your work, especially if they are written reports or things you need to submit. You could overlook important errors, and it's best to take your time so nothing slips by, especially with how perfectionist you are. For students, the study groups you have been participating in are not functioning as they should, and it's best to start looking for others to complete your assignments. This doesn't mean distancing yourself from your friends, but rather that you find a way for your performance not to drop by committing to people who do not share your enthusiasm. You still have time to make many changes. Seek what is best for you, and if you don't want any misunderstandings, be honest so they can understand your decisions. In the end, you know what happens? Whether you are studying on your own or with others at an academy, a course, a university, or a school, in the end, it's you who takes the knowledge home or studies from home. Therefore, the validity of the subject is based on when you study and understand what you have studied. That is the key to what truly nourishes your experience. As for compatibilities, today you have a wonderful day with these three signs. First place with Capricorn, you have a charming day with a situation where you can clarify many doubts and things you may have been dragging on for a long time, but that will become very comfortable, easy, and simple. You will have fantastic closeness. Second place with Sagittarius, you have a happy, stable, blissful, and cheerful day. Third place with Libra, you have a very nice day with a noble, close, and active attitude. Negatively, you may have some type of disagreement or distance with someone of the sign Gemini, but you know that it is only for today and only if you argue. I wish you an absolutely wonderful day. Until tomorrow, Aries.